You know that feeling, right? That burning idea, the one keeping you up at 3 a.m.
Oh, yeah.
All those hours, the drained savings, just pouring sheer passion into building something you really believe the world needs. It's this immense effort. A huge act of courage, really.
It absolutely is.
But then comes the launch. And instead of that big impact you dreamed of, there's often just, well, silence. Painful, deafening silence.
Right.
It's that crushing moment you realize a brilliant product, maybe even a groundbreaking vision, just isn't enough. Not today.
No, not in this market.
You've got to be heard in what honestly feels like a startup battlefield.
Right.
So today we're doing a deep dive into the sources provided about this platform, LaunchMeLoud.
Right.
We're analyzing how it claims to be a solution, designed to cut through all that noise and amplify those voices that aren't getting heard, and maybe pull out some broader lessons about what founders really need.
And battlefield is definitely the right word. Founders aren't just building, they're fighting. Fighting for visibility in a super saturated market. Fighting for trust when everyone's skeptical. And always up against bigger brands, the ones with much deeper pockets.
Yeah.
What the sources really highlight, and I think it's insightful, is this quiet killer of startups. It's not always about running out of cash or even building the wrong thing.
Okay.
Often it's marketing fatigue. Just the sheer overwhelming, fragmented mess of traditional growth strategies.
Yeah.
Founders are juggling, 15 different roles?
At least.
And they just can't excel at everything. It leads to missed chances, opportunities slipping away, and, inevitably, burnout.
Exactly. That overwhelm, that fragmentation, that's precisely where LaunchMeLoud comes into the picture, according to these sources. And we're not looking at just, another single tool here. From what we've read, it's positioned more like a startup growth co-pilot.
Right, an ecosystem.
An entire ecosystem, aimed at bringing some clarity to all that chaos for early stage folks and even those scaling up.
Yeah.
So our mission today is to really unpack how LaunchMeLoud proposes to level that playing field. Make sure those amazing ideas don't just stay a whisper, but actually get a chance to roar.
Let's do it.
Okay, let's unpack this battlefield idea a bit more. Because the sources really hammer home this brutal truth, and it resonates, I think, with so many founders.
Which is?
Startups rarely fail because the product isn't good enough. They often fail because no one knows they exist.
Oof, yeah.
I mean, imagine pouring your soul into something just to feel like you're shouting into the void. That's an emotional pain point we don't talk about enough in business.
It really is. And marketing, with how complex it's become, it feels like a luxury, right?
Totally. A luxury many early stage companies just can't afford. And PR, that feels completely unattainable sometimes.
Oh, definitely. All the fragmented tools, the high costs, just figuring out how to do it effectively.
It feels like a systemic problem, not just a founder dropping the ball.
It absolutely is systemic. And that leads straight to what the sources are calling marketing fatigue.
Right.
Think about it. Founders are crazy busy.
Yeah.
Writing investor updates, fixing bugs, onboarding the first customers. Oh, and actually building the product.
The main thing.
Exactly. So those are essential but maybe less urgent feeling marketing tasks, like a press release or consistent social posts or just optimizing their website. They get pushed back.
We're skipped altogether.
Or skipped entirely.
Yeah.
And that means opportunities are just constantly slipping through the cracks. It's this weird irony, isn't it?
Yeah.
Building something incredible, yet feeling totally invisible.
And you mentioned the tools.
Yeah. To make it worse, most marketing tools, all the jargon.
Yeah.
It feels like it was built for big companies with dedicated teams.
Right. Not for a founder wearing, like you said, 15 hats.
It just piles on the overwhelm. It doesn't help.
And that's really the heart of it, isn't it? This isn't just about being inefficient or, not great at marketing.
Yeah.
From what the sources are saying, this is about the survival of really promising startups. So many potentially game-changing ideas just die in silence.
Because they couldn't cut through the noise, couldn't get the message out.
Yeah.
And this is exactly where the sources position LaunchMeLoud. It's presented as the leverage founders need, maybe right when they're at their breaking point.
Okay. Leverage.
And it's important to grasp the claim here. Not just software, not just a marketing tool. It's framed as a whole system.
Right.
Designed to do that heavy lifting. Their guiding principle seems pretty clear. If it doesn't make life easier for founders, it doesn't belong here.
Interesting philosophy.
Yeah, it points towards empowering founders to focus on their main thing, the product, instead of adding more admin burden to their already packed days.
And when you look at how it's apparently designed, the sources describe it as a command center for growth.
like mission control.
Yeah, mission control for your entire growth strategy. The aim is to unify it all: marketing, PR, analytics, automation under one roof.
Which sounds appealing.
I mean, think about how many separate subscriptions, logins, different dashboards that could potentially eliminate. No more trying to glue together a bunch of disconnected services and just hoping they work together. That alone, the sources argue, could be a game changer for a lot of founders.
Oh, absolutely.
And what I found really interesting is how they try to make these pieces talk to each other.
Exactly. The sources really emphasize that LaunchMeLoud positions itself as an ecosystem built for founders.
Okay.
One that helps them build momentum, not just send out a tweet. It sees that small teams need a smarter, more integrated way to compete.
Compete with the big guys.
Right, compete with companies that have whole departments for this stuff. It aims to be the stack, as the sources put it.
Not just another tool in the stack.
Precisely. The goal seems to be leveling the playing field, making those sophisticated growth strategies accessible to everyone, not just the well-funded giants.
Okay, so what does this actually mean for a founder on the ground? We're talking about specific growth engines inside LaunchMeLoud, right?
Yeah, designed to solve those real concrete pain points we've been discussing.
Let's dive into some of those. What are the real solutions they're proposing here? How do they actually move the needle?
Absolutely. Let's start with building hype and pre-launch success. This seems critical.
Okay.
The sources point to the pre-launch playbook. Now, this isn't just some generic checklist, apparently.
No.
It's framed as a structured guide, really designed to help founders generate buzz, build an audience before the product even goes live.
So getting ahead of the game.
Exactly. And what's insightful, according to the sources, is the focus on specific actions, like setting up a viral waitlist campaign, engaging early adopters properly, not just vague advice.
Got it. Concrete steps.
Yeah. And they give an example. A fintech startup used this playbook, built a 3,000-person waitlist,
Wow.
and attracted 2 angel investors, all before the official launch.
Okay, that's significant. That changes everything on launch day.
Right. That kind of pre-launch traction sets a totally different tone. Gives them a huge head start.
Definitely. Okay, so that's pre-launch. What about visibility, PR, and reputation once you're out there?
Good question. The sources detail a few features here. First, there's news publishing.
News publishing.
LaunchMeLoud positions this as turning your startup into your own PR machine.
Okay, ambitious claim. How?
Well, it's not just like a blog platform. It seems designed to streamline actual PR outreach. Lets you instantly share updates, milestones, maybe using templates optimized for media pickup.
Ah, interesting.
And possibly integrating with a network of relevant publications or journalists. The idea is helping you control your own narrative.
Which is huge when you don't have a PR agency on retainer.
Exactly. Then, building on that, there's the startup directory. They call it a global startup spotlight.
A directory, like another list.
It seems more curated. A platform where startups create rich profiles, not just basics, but traction metrics, team bios, pitch videos maybe.
Okay, more dynamic.
And the key, the sources suggest, is that it's actively promoted to a vetted network investors, analysts, journalists who are actually looking for new stuff.
So, targeted visibility.
Right. We heard about Aisha, the hardware founder who felt invisible.
Yeah, operating in a bubble.
The directory apparently helped her connect with 2 angels and a freelance engineer within a month. Shows how it could bridge those gaps pretty quickly.
Okay, that's a tangible result. What about trust and credibility? Reviews are huge.
Definitely. So they have a reviews aggregator positioned as your reputation powerhouse.
Reputation powerhouse, okay.
The idea is it integrates with major review sites, G2, Capterra, maybe others, pulls all your feedback into one place.
Centralized. That's helpful.
Yeah, so you can collect, manage, and actually leverage those reviews easily. It even uses AI, the sources say, to pick out key positive quotes.
Oh, smart.
Which you can then easily push out to your social channels, automating that social proof.
That makes sense. We heard about Sophia, right? The health tech app.
Yeah. Launched to crickets.
And LaunchMeLoud helped her get attention partly by amplifying her story and building that social proof.
That's what the sources suggest. And think about that 2-person startup example.
The one that tripled downloads.
Yeah. Used news publishing, went from unknown to trending, got featured, tripled downloads all without agency costs. That really speaks to, democratizing PR a bit.
Making it accessible. Okay, let's switch gears. Content creation and social media, always a time sink for founders.
Huge time sink. So the sources mentioned the Creative Suite, pitched as your startup's in-house design team.
An in-house team. How?
AI-driven tools, basically.
Bit-
Brand templates, smart design workflows. The goal is making sure every social post, every graphic, every pitch deck slide looks professional.
Even if you're not a designer.
Exactly.
Okay.
Tackles that problem of founders spending hours on Canva at midnight trying to make something look decent.
I know that pain, which leads right into the social media automation and post scheduler.
You're always on social media engine.
Right. This lets you schedule, publish, manage content across different platforms. Keep that 247 presence going.
Effortlessly is the claim. Our sources highlighted Arjun, the B2B SaaS founder.
Designing Instagram posts at 1 a.m.
Yeah, totally drained. With this tool, he apparently batch created and scheduled a whole month's worth of content in under 2 hours.
A month in 2 hours.
That's the example given. And that kind of time saving, it's not just efficiency, right? It impacts founder well-being, lets them focus back on the core product.
Absolutely. That time is invaluable.
And we saw that other example too, the solo e-commerce founder.
Right. Scheduled content for a month.
In just 2 hours. And by redirecting her time and energy, she doubled her revenue in 6 months.
Wow.
It shows how leveraging tech can give founders back their most precious resource, time.
Okay, so beyond content creation, what about actual growth strategy? Getting smarter about it.
Yeah, LaunchMeLoud seems to aim for intelligence too. There's an AI funnel feature.
AI funnel?
Described as enabling smart growth funnels. AI that nurtures leads while you sleep.
Okay, lead nurturing automation. What's special here?
What seems insightful, based on the sources, isn't just nurturing, but its ability to dynamically resegment leads based on real-time engagement data. So it allows for adaptive customer journeys. The funnel learns and optimizes itself, moving beyond just static preset flows.
Adaptive. That's interesting. And analytics, knowing what actually works.
Big one. So AI analytics combined with a campaign builder.
Growth analytics on autopilot and full funnel campaign builder.
Right. These AI dashboards are designed to show you exactly what's working, what's not, so you can double down on wins and cut the losers fast.
Like Jaden, the e-commerce founder.
Yeah, he used to run campaigns, but admitted he had no clue which ones actually work. Felt like guesswork.
Been there.
LaunchMeLoud apparently helped him save thousands just by identifying and stopping the stuff that wasn't performing.
Moving from gut feeling to data.
Exactly. Shifting growth towards data-driven strategy.
Okay, what else in the AI realm? SEO is always a beast.
So there's AI-powered SEO, pitched as visibility without the agency fees.
How?
Seems to offer automated keyword research, content optimization tips, basically making complex SEO more accessible for non-experts.
Okay. And market intelligence.
Product research, your AI-powered market radar, designed to give insights, competitor analysis, spot trends, like having a market analyst without hiring one.
Useful. And quick feedback.
Surveys, an instant customer feedback engine for validating features quickly, understanding users without needing complex survey software setup.
Got it. So it's pretty broad on the marketing and growth side. What about other startup needs?
Seems like it. The sources mentioned it also addresses operational needs, like hiring, the jobs feature, a startup talent hub, connecting startups with talent, freelancers who want to be in that high-growth environment, tackles that early-stage hiring challenge.
Finding the right people early on is crucial.
Definitely. And finally, for fundraising.
The pitch deck.
Yeah, the pitch deck feature, an investor-ready pitch builder. Uses AI assistance to help craft that critical presentation more confidently.
So it really does try to be comprehensive, covering a lot of ground.
Seems like the aim is to address a whole spectrum of founder challenges, yeah.
Okay, stepping back a bit. What seems really crucial to understand about LaunchMeLoud, based on these sources, is its core philosophy. It's designed for founders, not marketers.
That feels important.
Right, because let's be honest, most founders didn't start their company to become full-time marketing gurus.
No, they started it to build something amazing.
Exactly. So their tools should respect that drive, help them focus on the vision, not pull them away into the marketing weeds constantly.
And the sources really emphasize this.
Yeah.
Founders Manifesto idea within LaunchMeLoud's approach.
Okay. Tell me more.
AI as a co-pilot, not the captain.
Co-pilot, not captain. I like that.
Yeah. The belief is AI is incredibly powerful, right? Great for efficiency, insights, but it absolutely cannot replace the founder's vision.
For their courage, their grit.
Their instincts, exactly. So the platform operates on this idea that AI should empower founders, not replace them.
Making space for their genius.
Right. Automate the mundane stuff so the visionary work can actually happen.
And the source is on you. This isn't just for today. It's built for the next decade of entrepreneurship.
How so?
Well, it seems aligned with these big macro trends. The AI era, obviously. The fact that startups compete globally from day one now.
Speed wins.
Speed absolutely wins. And that trend of founders becoming the brand.
Mm-hmm. Personal branding is huge.
So LaunchMeLoud is designed, apparently, to help startups navigate and thrive in that evolving landscape.
Which ultimately frames this whole thing as kind of a movement to democratize startup growth.
Democratize it, meaning?
Making sure great ideas don't just die silently. Giving every founder, regardless of their funding or connections, a fair shot at being heard.
A shot at building momentum.
Yeah, empowering the people who actually dare to build something new. So if we tie this all together, LaunchMeLoud is presented by these sources as, well, as a promise.
A promise.
A promise that a founder's voice really matters, that great ideas deserve to be heard, and that growth can be strategic, not just random guesswork.
Based on data, based on automation.
Right. Empowering builders by giving them the kind of intelligence and automation that used to be only for the big players.
Which brings us to this compelling message the sources put out there, almost like a call to action.
Yeah.
A call to founders. Be heard. Be loud. Launch.
Powerful.
The point being, you've already done the hardest part, right? You started. You bet on yourself, on your idea.
True. That first step is massive.
So now it's about amplifying that story, connecting with the right people, growing smarter, maybe faster than you thought possible. The message is pretty clear.
You don't have to do it alone.
Exactly. You don't have to do it alone. You don't need a 20-person marketing team from day one. You just need the right engine, maybe the right co-pilot, to power that vision forward.
Makes sense.
So as you, our listener, go about your week, maybe think about this. How can you apply some of these principles, this idea of unified, strategic, empowered growth?
Even beyond startups.
Yeah, to your own passions, your own projects, whatever they are. How can you make sure your own brilliant ideas, big or small, actually get heard? How can you build momentum in this incredibly noisy world we live in?
Without needing an army for every single task.
Exactly. Something to think about.